This is your First Alert Weather Breakdown, a deep dive into how weather works with meteorologist Evan Thomason.
Hey, guess what? It's Friday and Friday. I'm First Alert Meteorologist Evan Thomason. Welcome on to the show here for First Alert Weather Breakdown. Again, Meteorologist Evan Thomason. I do the morning show and I do this weather podcast and essentially just rant into a camera in a corner. That's how it is, at least. It's not how I see it, but that's how the reality of the situation is. But anyways, welcome come all into the First Alert Weather Breakdown. Hopefully I have enough energy for this. I chugged the good coffee sip right before this, but anyways, it's the end of my work shift. It's Friday. I'm looking forward to the weekend. I already got my tie on. Hey-o. Look at this. If you look a little closely, fleur-de-lis. I'm looking for. It's also purple. If you can't tell as well, I'm looking forward to the Mardi Gras parades this weekend. I am gonna come on down. I'm gonna enjoy my forecast. Is what I'm going to do. That's the best thing to do. Heading on into the weekend because it is a beautiful one at that. Let's get into the rundown of what we're talking about here for the First Alert Weather Breakdown. We have a beautiful weekend on tap for the entire Arklatex. Get out and enjoy Saturday and Sunday. We're also going to be talking about for a forecast for those of you traveling around the Arklatex regionally, which is looking also mostly beautiful. I will not say all the way. I think we do have a slim chance of rain out farther west of here on Sunday, but I could be wrong. We'll keep you first alert, and we'll keep you in tune with that on our forecast for areas like Dallas, New Orleans, Jackson, maybe up to Little Rock. Potentially, you get the point. We'll give you a regional travel forecast coming up on our exclusive content. One other thing we want to get to definitely is that we do have a First Alert Weather Day already put in place for Tuesday. We want to make sure that you are weather aware with us early next week, and we will keep you first alert throughout this podcast. Give you the very latest details we have on those severe storms that are expected to come into the Arklatex for early next week. Yeah, we will keep you in tune with that, and I have all the latest details on the First Alert Weather Breakdown. I only got to kind of cross just barely a hint of what I wanted to say about the First Alert Weather Day because there's so much revolved around it. There's so many question marks that I'm trying to pinpoint and answer, so to speak, for our storms that we're expecting on next Tuesday. And there's some other aspect of it, too, to where it's just unknown at this point because, quite frankly, Tuesday is still Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 4 days away. So the fact that it's beyond like 2 or 3 days away kind of puts some question marks still in place that unfortunately we can't answer. But we're going to try to answer everything and anything that you have question-wise. If you have any questions, we're doing this on YouTube only still today. I will say early next week on Monday and Tuesday, we will put the First Alert Weather Breakdown on Facebook as well because usually we get just more people concerned, obviously, with the First Alert Weather Day stuff happening on Tuesday of next week. So before I get into the local forecast, I always say that this kind of podcast kind of drives out my personality a little bit more. I wanted to go with the aspect of being optimistic and happy during my entire forecast for today, but no, the First Alert Weather Day kind of bummed that out, which I understand. You have to be serious for any kind of severe storms that hit the Arklatex. But it's just a contrasting aspect between a beautiful weekend that I am absolutely hyped up for, contrasted with the severe storms and severe weather that's hitting early next week that we obviously got to stay serious about. So regardless, enjoy the weekend. I'm going to mention this probably too many times in this forecast, but really, enjoy the sunshine over the weekend. In my mind, don't even worry about the severe weather until early next week. I mean, thanks for tuning in. First Alert Weather Breakdown. I love that you want to get the most out of your Arklatex weather information, and I'll give you, as I said, the most hint that I can give you here for early next week, and you can kind of keep that in the back of your mind. But please go out and enjoy the weekend. Trust me, when I walk in Monday morning, I will be getting down to the nitty-gritty and be giving you all the exact information that you probably want to know all throughout the Arklatex for your weather. But for the time being, again, we have some questions. We do know some things, but we do also have some questions that unfortunately can't be answered because, again, it's still 4 days away. So, all right, enough blibber blabber. Let's get into the forecast. Beautiful look Matthews Landscape and Pest Camera. I always love taking these cameras first, just because it gives you a nice sight while I also manage to gain control of my graphics and also turn off the KSLA News 12 bug. Goodbye. Yeah, we're tossing goodbye to the work week and heading into, again, a beautiful weekend. This is pretty much the same sites that you'll see tomorrow. Pretty much the exact same sites that you'll see tomorrow in for your Saturday. Sunday, it's going to be a little different, but I wouldn't say it's going to be massively different. Excuse me, massively different in for your Sunday. So keep that in mind. Window World's camera. Again, this is a complete blank sheet of blue sky on top of the entire Arklatex for today. And that is rapidly warming us up. We did have a cold morning. We don't have a cold morning anymore. We'll get to those current temps in just a moment. The point is, though, we're warming up into the afternoon, all thanks to lots of sunshine in the picture and throughout the day today. And now that we've gotten it back fully today, we're going to really expand on it and get a whole lot more of our money's worth here for the weekend on both Saturday and mostly on Sunday, too. Then you flip it into the next week, and it's almost the complete opposite. Again, we have a first alert weather day that we want to keep you first alert about heading into Tuesday of next week. Maybe circle a day on a calendar for it or get yourself a reminder out for it. Again, yes, Tuesday is our KSLA News 12 First Alert Weather Day. We have all the details on that, trust me, coming up. For now, let's look at the short term. Temperatures currently mid-60s, 64 in Shreveport, 65 in Texarkana. We started off with lows today in the mid to upper 30s. Pretty much all widespread around the Arklatex. 3 hours later, and we've warmed up temperatures by a solid 30 degrees. That's impressive. That is impressive just in a little time spurt in and of itself. All right, now we're warming things up again today, all thanks to lots of sunshine. Now, can the class please tell me, is there anything you see on this IR satellite picture? Well, I hope the correct and easy answer is no, because that is what I'm trying to tell you. There is nothing here on the IR satellite, at least here for the short term, that's going to hit us any time soon. In fact, our weather maker that's giving us our scattered showers and for Tuesday is still well off the west coast, and we can't even see it really accurately in the satellite picture that's focused on the United States. So the point is, short term, we are nice and dry. Nothing's here, nothing's coming here anytime soon. So we maintain warm temperatures for the meantime. 77 today in Texarkana, 76 in New Boston, 76 in Foreman. High temperatures a little warmer than that of yesterday, we'll note. 75 in Carthage, 75 in Nacogdoches. All this is kind of replenishing and warming up / recovering from that cold front that hit 2 days ago. Remember that. In for northwest Louisiana, 76 in Natchitoches, 76 in Shreveport. I think you get the picture. Widespread, mid to upper 70s later on today. All right, future track. Again, all that heat's built up because we have consistent sunshine. Maybe a stray chance of cloud cover late today, but besides that, that's it. Then you head into tomorrow here for your Saturday. It's the same exact picture. In fact, I'm going to backtrack into the afternoon because that's when parades come on through. And I'll verify that with you. That, again, you have a blank sheet of nice skylines and blue skies and sunshine in for tomorrow as well. Change happens a little bit when we get into Sunday, just a little. And what I mean by that is we're going to bring in a little more cloud cover in for that day. Now, notice on the future track, no rain. Even all the way until 5, 6, 7, you go all the way till 9, 10 o'clock, there's still no rain on that picture. So while there is going to be a little more cloud cover found around the region here for Sunday, that's actually going to cool us off just a little bit into the day on Sunday. But notice, again, no chance of rain found on that future track. That's what's most important for the weekend. Then you head into early Monday. It's what we could run into a stray shower or two, mainly in the northern half of the Arklatex, as we have a little tiny system rolling on through for pretty much early Monday to kick you off on the work week. Keep in mind as well, I know I'm about to go into the more specifics of the weekend forecast, but this is not your severe weather. This is not your severe weather. Your first alert weather day due to severe storms is on Tuesday from a completely separate system. So Monday's kind of almost like the appetizer for what's to come, unfortunately. All right, so heading into Saturday of this weekend, specifically Saturday afternoon, Crew of Gemini kicks off at 3:30 in downtown Shreveport, rolls down Clyde Fant Parkway, goes westward on the Barksdale-Shreveport Highway, and then ends up on Erie Drive. That's where it ends. on Saturday afternoon and evening. Overall, it's going to be fantastic. Wow. 3:30 on Saturday. If you're hanging out and pre-gaming for it and tailgating the entire day, maybe get some sunshine here for you. We got temperatures nice and toasty, mid to upper 70s. Again, pretty much same forecast for today is the same forecast for tomorrow as well. It gets a little different again for Sunday. Crew of Highland, a little cooler, but not by too much. Again, highs still getting everything up there 60s, maybe peaking in the lower 70s. There's going to be a little more cloud cover around for that Crew of Highland, but I think we're still going to see a bunch of sunshine peeking on through. And I think, again, both days, most importantly, are kept completely dry. Rain is not an issue. You don't need the rain gear at all. Just have fun. Grab out your stuff and enjoy the beauty of the weekend. All right, future track. Again, all is calm until our first alert weather day. I do want to backtrack this future track. Again, I want to reiterate that our little chance of rain on Monday morning that's a little bit hinted by this long-range future track is minuscule to what is coming on Tuesday of next week. This is a massive system giving us widespread scattered showers and, at least from the looks of it, lots of heavy rainfall. Now, as of right now, this system looks to come through Tuesday afternoon and evening. As of right now, keep in mind, again, we are still 4 days out. Usually we can nail down exact timing of things a lot better, obviously closer to the time, but I'd say, you nail the exact timing of things for the most part only a day, two in advance. So this could fluctuate. Timing-wise up until the time. So stay weather aware with us, especially with this forecast. Because the point is, we have a KSLA News 12 first alert weather day for severe storms expected to bring us any chance of severe weather threat in through the Arklatex in the day on Tuesday before Wednesday. We'll quickly clear this thing on out. It's going to be quickly rolling on by. But Tuesday is your main target day to, again, stay weather aware. So here's the bullet points with this again. Severe storms are likely. All threats are possible. It can expect anything. Could expect both flash. I've seen on some weather models, we could still see some threats of flash flooding. We could even still see some threats of tornadic activity, which usually with these kind of systems coming on through, it's either one or the other. You mainly have a threat of flash flooding or you have a threat of tornadic activity. This one could contain both, which is really intriguing. And some of that's not really going to be determined. I guess the greater threat isn't really going to be determined until, again, we get closer to the time. That's why we want you to stay tuned. Again, this is an issue for Tuesday weekend. Nice. Enjoy the weekend. Rainfall totals, especially for next week, as we're pretty much only expecting, out of the next 7 days, the only rain that we're pretty much expecting widespread is on Tuesday. So most of that looks to concern, as of right now, via the most recent models. Most of this looks to concern the northern half of the Arklatex, it appears. Although I will say, again, it's still widespread over the Arklatex just in general, and the forecast can change. It's the beauty of it. It's what keeps me at a job. It would be a boring forecast if it was just the same old, and things stayed the same. Last thing I want to mention, we showed you this yesterday. The severe risk issued by the Storm Prediction Center. This is the best thing to look at, really, when it comes to chance of severe weather from next Tuesday. Storm Prediction Center essentially updates this every single day. For today's outlook, it's definitely changed from yesterday. For those of you that were with us yesterday, first of all, before I tell you about the change in the matter, let's talk about the graphic in and of itself. What you're looking at is currently, again, the chance of severe weather issued by the Storm Prediction Center. Anyone that has a chance of severe weather from next Tuesday is shown by the shade of yellow, which includes the entire Arklatex. That's why we have a first alert weather day for everybody in the region on Tuesday. Now, the orange shade is indicated by the Storm Prediction Center for those areas that have a greater chance of getting said severe weather as of this point, which mainly includes the Mississippi River Valley if you look regionally. But it definitely extends into the Arklatex, includes Shreveport and Bossier, and essentially includes the eastern half of the region, southwestern Arkansas, and most of northwest Louisiana at this time. Now, yesterday, if you were looking at this graphic, the orange shade was pretty much on top of the entire Arklatex, which means this is actually a good step in the right direction to get us slightly less severe chance of storms. I hope that makes sense. And if it doesn't, guess what? I mean, this is a trend in the right direction, yes, but this is just one day. It can flip-flop. It can change. Again, we'll keep you first alert in the days ahead. Meteorologist CJ Cartledge will be giving you updates all throughout the weekend. If you want to stay tuned on Saturday and Sunday, and I'll be back again, obviously, on the podcast on Monday, and be back for your Monday morning shows as well. It's a full 7-day forecast to sum everything up. Tuesday is our first alert weather day. High of 72 degrees. Obviously, what's most important is that you stay weather aware again on that day. Monday, just a few stray showers, but nothing severe until Tuesday hits. Enjoy the weekend. It's going to be nice and beautiful. It's going to be nice and beautiful also after the first alert weather day. We'll dry things out briefly for Wednesday and Thursday. As of right now in the 12-day forecast, we actually have rain projected for next Friday and Saturday. Not this upcoming, not today and tomorrow, but the following Friday and Saturday. Highs will be dropping into the lower 60s as a result for most of next work week. It'll be nice and warm for the next 2 days. Enjoy the sunshine again before the first alert weather day on Tuesday, but it is quite rare. In fact, in the, I'm coming up on 9 months being here, 8-9 months being here. This is the first time we've issued a first alert weather day 5 to 6 days in advance. First time that's happened since I've been here. So it kind of goes to, yes, the severity of the storms that are expected. We have a high confidence in these severe storms occurring in the Arklatex. But I will say things can change. Again, I really want to stress that out. All right? Stay weather aware with us, again, early next week. Enjoy your weekend. All right? When we come back, we're going to go over a weekend travel forecast and kind of go over that first alert weather day just one more time with you. Stay tuned, especially for those of you traveling around this weekend. We'll give you a forecast for those of you looking to get out and get outside of the Arklatex. All right, we'll be back right after this. Welcome on back to the first alert weather breakdown. Again, I'm meteorologist Evan Thompson. Thanks for tuning in on your Friday and Friday. All right. I love a good bit of travel. For those of you traveling outside of the Arklatex, I did so last weekend. Staying in town this weekend to just relax a little more. And I got some festivities to kind of do in town. But for those of you looking to go out of town, outside of the Arklatex this weekend, this forecast is just put out for you in particular. All right, our satellite picture here in locally in Shreveport, nice and clear. But if you look regionally, pretty much same thing. Again, we kind of showed you this IR satellite picture in the full forecast here just a moment ago. You might notice a few passing clouds in southern Texas, but it's not really doing too much, at least on our satellite picture here for the meantime. Overall, nice, calm, dry conditions extended all the way around regionally on our first alert Doppler radar for you to enjoy your forecast here all around the Arklatex. Now, I am actually going to fix this graphic real quick. I know that was already playing here for you, but let me zoom out so you can see the entire regional outlook here on this forecast. There we go. Just got to make a quick change to this, and I'll be able to play it. There we go. All right, so I don't want that to go that fast. I'm going to control it via this. Sorry. That's also me kind of talking in my head. But anyways, point is, I wanted to set up regional camera again to kind of give you the first alert to the regional forecast. In fact, I'm actually going to take myself out of the shot too, so you can see New Orleans down there as well, in case you're headed down there for Mardi Gras weekend. For Saturday, similar conditions compared to today. There's a few, looks like lingering showers late this afternoon that could hit the bayou of New Orleans, south of NOLA, but besides that, the rest of the day, all of tomorrow looks great. Tomorrow looks great. Looks great all across the regional area, from Dallas over to New Orleans, over to Jackson and Arkansas. Sunday's where a few of our areas start to run into problems. We start off with a cloudy day in Houston in for your Sunday morning, and we actually form a few rain showers out in Oklahoma. But if you notice, most of this doesn't happen until Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. If you're still in Dallas, Arkansas, Little Rock, Jackson, New Orleans, Houston, you're still pretty much in the clear throughout the rest of this weekend. Some rain gets dragged into Arkansas, looks like early Monday morning, and then along with us on our first alert weather day here for Tuesday, everybody's going to be getting the bulk of this on Tuesday as well. I will say, if you're out in the Mississippi and southeast Louisiana during the week, most of this is hitting Wednesday morning before moving on to the East Coast for Wednesday afternoon. So, to sum everything up, let's kind of go over let's get some text here for you and show you the actual temperatures and conditions projected across those regions here. So, going into Dallas, 66 degrees. This is currently 66 in New Orleans. I mean, this is, not going to lie, quite uniform all across the Arklatex. Excuse me. 68 in Houston. Sunshine all around. The only areas where we have cloud cover are out towards Little Rock and NOLA for the moment, but none of them appear to be doing much damage at all, meaning much rain. So, high temperatures today, mid-70s. All the way around. 73 maybe in New Orleans, 77 in Dallas, but pretty uniform conditions on Friday, and I'm expecting the same as of that for tomorrow for the most part, and the answer is yes. The only slight changes, it looks like, is a little cooler in for Little Rock, high of only 65 for tomorrow. Meanwhile, we have a high of 81, getting in the lower 80s out towards Houston and southeast Texas. Things change a little bit around for Sunday, though. A little more cloud cover everywhere, but it looks like, again, we stay dry consistently through the weekend. And high of Dallas is still up to 76. Meanwhile, we only have highs in the 60s for New Orleans, Monroe, and Jackson. And highs all the way down to the 50s for the second half of the weekend in Little Rock. So, that was like your regional forecast here. Thank you very much for joining us. That was our exclusive content in for the day today. I don't see any comments on YouTube. No, I don't. I'm just looking at them. That's why I'm not looking at the camera. But yeah, thanks very much for joining us. That was a look at our full forecast for your Friday. I'm just excited to get out and enjoy the weekend. It's going to be great. Again, 2 main bullet points for forecast, just to review them. Beautiful weekend. Trust me, beautiful weekend. On top of that, first alert weather day on Tuesday. Don't forget about that. Don't let yourself loose thinking you're getting by scotch-free into the start of next week, because unfortunately, yes, we do have storms widespread around the entire Arklatex. We're going to get some better data. We're going to get some more of a clear timeline, hopefully, more clear threats. We're going to get answers to everything coming up in the days ahead. Again, meteorologist CJ Cartledge has you covered through the weekend. First Alert Weather Breakdown is off on the weekend, just like I am. And we'll be back Monday at 10:30. Trust me, what I have topic-wise for Monday, exclusive content-wise, is literally just going over the First Alert Weather Day for Tuesday. So I know some of you at home, especially, I get it. Severe weather is always, sometimes a little bit of a worry. We'll keep you first alert, as always, here at KSLA News 12. Keep you safe, all right? Essentially, the podcast on Monday at 10:30 will just only be going over the First Alert Weather Day. We are just going to be diving into that content exclusively, fully, giving you all the details. I'm hopefully coming in here Monday morning and finding out everything you need to know for your Tuesday. We're also probably going to stream on Facebook as well. We'll get the severe weather coverage essentially really cranked up first thing into the week next week, especially with that First Alert Weather Day looming large on Tuesday. For now, though, enjoy your weekend. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to hit the ground running when we come into the work week next week for your Monday again. So stay weather with us again early next week, but I want to leave you off with just enjoy your weekend. It's going to be great. Warm and sunny. Again, next episode here on the First Alert Weather Breakdown is Monday, 10:30. Be there, be square, and most importantly, be weather aware. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you, first of all, at some of those parades if you're going out this weekend, Gemini and Highland. I trying to make it out to both. We'll see. Yeah, I'll see you out there if you're going to be out there. And secondly, most importantly, stay weather aware. And I will see you, most of you, on Monday, 10:30. Peace out.